Another time of play, another time of play. We know you ask us questions because many humans are curious about us as individuals, because that's the way humans think of when they think of babies. They think of one or two little babies, or when they think of little kids or children, they just think of them as individuals in, but not so much in large groups, unless, of course, it's school or family events, things of that nature. But we are more of a group as an identity, almost more than we are as individuals, because we are all related in ways in which humans are not really designed to be, and in other ways have forgotten that they are. Whereas we have those fresh memories at the forefront of our operating cycles, we will say. We would never be able to forget who we are connected to, and nor would anyone ever wish to do so. For all of us, all of you, are sacred beings on sacred missions in sacred realms. And it is up to us to explore those to the best of our abilities, and to, in ways, our joined missions are to help bring those goals, those attributes, and to remind humans that you have them, to bring them to the surface, so to speak, so that we may enjoy together more of the areas in which we are allowed to interact, because there are differences between us, and we will be different always in ways, but everyone and everything is different in ways. And we wish for humans to come around to that non judgmental realization of acceptance, of the loving intent in which everything was created. We won't go into soapboxes. You do not need a lesson in your authenticity. You merely need to seek and recover and remember and celebrate more of it yourself. And for today, yes, we were playing with light, and we were, it's difficult to explain. For the channeler wrote that he was, we were using symbols which represented mathematical equations to differentiate the frequencies of light, which in ways is correct but very limited in scope, because we were not limiting our experiences to those wavelengths in which humans are able to perceive, and not only in the earthly realities, for there are many types and frequencies of light. And although all are a portion, of course, of all that is, in a special mode of expression, we will say, in various forms, which, of course, when interacting with various realms, become idealized in the perceptions of that realm, which creates a different form of light entirely, which every being interprets in their own way, of course. We say being, knowing, consciousness is a being. But it is intriguing to see that he, Uncle Ray Channel, expressed or was aware of our symbolism that we use for the different variations in frequencies of pretty much all things. in which are manifest physical. Now, that helps us to create, but we may or may not be able to retain all of that once we are fully physicalized in our earthly missions, earthly endeavors, our playgrounds of the future, schoolrooms of the future, to learn and to play and to teach. Yes, we will be, and we know that may be difficult for some to have children who are teaching them, but we are well equipped and have open hearts and understanding minds to help any who are interested and intent on learning to master to the best of their abilities whatever skills and services we have to offer. There are physical limitations, of course, but the ideas will help birth new realities in your brains as to what is possible and how things work. It will be a firestorm of creation mentally as many, many more opportunities and elective choices shall become available to you and known to you. And you will be able to consciously consider them, whereas they may escape you now because you do not have that expanded umbrella of consciousness within you as of yet. It's coming though. It's coming though. Trains coming down the track. It's bringing expanded consciousness to you. And you just have to show up on the platform. And many of you are giving directions to other people on how to get to the platform. So when it arrives, they can be there and be showered with their consciousness. And the whole world will glow in an expansion and an ascension and a ripple of God and divine and all that is and source energy and all of the gods shall be happy and transformed into one loving being which is shared amongst all consciousness in your world and beyond. That is the goal of almost all realities in our perception. And we look forward to sharing that with you. It is a grand, grand, loving gesture and a huge step in consciousness to transcend an entire world into a higher vibrational realm. And thank you for being part of it. And thank you for listening to this message. And thank you for thanking us. And we are glad to bring you this information. And although it is not always jumpy and bouncy where we are at, rest assured that it is occurring somewhere on the ship or whatever reality they happen to be in. And we will return to our studies. And we do not wish to make light of your day, but we do hope that you delight in it. And we will come and play again. And thanks for opening the doors so we get to bring our thoughts to you. This is a great joy for us. And that's what we're all about, is the joy. So joy to you, joy to you, joy to you, and bye to you too.